Joining me is UC Davis coach Jamie Wright. Jamie, congratulations on your 10-9 victory. You will advance to play Irvine. Tell me a little bit about your game plan coming into today.
Well, every Big West game is a dogfight. They tend to all be 1-2 goal games. Santa Barbara made a run at the beginning. We made a run. They made another run at the end, and we were fortunate to hold on. And it was, if the game had gone another 2 minutes, it could have gone a completely different way. So it was a great, typical Big West game. Our game plan was to try to work the ball inside. We felt like we had some strength there, but we knew that they would help back against our centers, and our perimeter players had to step up and make some outside shots. And that was kind of keelie's part in the whole play. So she did a great job of that in that regard.
Now, Keelie had 4 goals in tonight's matchup. Tell me a little bit about what she's meant to your team this season.
Well, it's funny because I've known her since she was 13. She's played in our club team all the way through 1400s, 1600s, 1800s, 2000s, senior team, college team. So I've known her forever. She's just really the it's kind of a cliche to say the heart and soul of your team, but she's team captain for a reason. And she knows, what to say. She's a quiet leader. She's not one of those big rah-rah type people, but she works her butt off. Everybody follows her lead. And I can't say enough about her. She's directing our defense. She's directing our offense. She's calling out plays. She's calling out 6-on-5 plays. She's like a little, mini coach in the water, assistant coach in the water. She understands positioning and angles so well. I'm glad she came to Davis.
Going on about the senior leadership on your team, you also have senior Jillian Wilding, who I could hear from the sides, keeping the team up. This is about defense. Tell me about her presence in the water.
She is awesome. She is the vocal one of the two, and she's the one getting people fired up, and she's the one that you can hear. And again, it sounds a little corny, but you like to have your goalie be vocal. You need that from a defensive standpoint, so they can listen. They're paying attention to her direction, and but more than that, just when they're starting to wane a little bit, she'll say the right thing during timeouts. She's very not in your face, but come on, let's go. We can do this. And and she played a great game tonight. We didn't support her very well defensively at the beginning, but we kind of picked it up in the middle two quarters, and then kind of gave away some easy scores in the end. They did a good job of creating opportunities for themselves. And but Jill, in the end, made the blocks that she needed to make. You just have to make a little more, stop more goals than they, make more goals than them, or stop more shots than them, and that's what sometimes decides who wins and loses. So she did a great job for us tonight.
Now, with about 30 seconds left, you
Sure.
had that 1 goal advantage, and you took your final timeout. What did you say in that timeout?
Well, we knew they would bring their goalie out and press, and we didn't exactly do what I was wanting us to do, but you just play keep away, basically. There's 32 seconds left in the game, and it's a 35 shot clock. So as long as we don't turn it over, we have an opportunity to win the game. But that's not easy to do. And Santa Barbara has phenomenal perimeter defenders that are up on their legs and long arms, and they make great, moves to come to the ball and try to steal the ball. And Hannah Harvey had to make a phenomenal, she's number 21, but she got the ball at the end. There's 2 players converging on her, and she had to spin away from both of them. And she's got phenomenal legs, and it was only her phenomenal legs and strength that saved the day there. And then drew an exclusion, which then that kind of, now they had one less player to deal with. We had one less player that we had to deal with, and it was easier to play keep away at that point. But it was basically play keep away.
Now you're playing the number 1 seed tomorrow.
Right.
What is the game plan?
I don't know. We're going to go home and try to figure it out, go back to the hotel and look at it. We played them 2 weeks ago, and we're extremely fortunate to win that game at Irvine. I suspect that they're not going to, come unprepared. They're going to have made some adjustments. They're an awesome team. They deserve to be the number 1 seed. They deserve their top 5 national ranking. I mean, they're very good. And we got our hands full. But having said that, you know, we played them well recently, and we'll be there. We'll be there.
Now, what would you say gave you the advantage in what some might say was an upset when you first played Irvine?
You know what it was is they got to a 4-1 lead at about halfway through the second quarter, and it's kind of like it's like an adventure movie, and the hero is hanging from the cliff, you know, by a thread, and he somehow climbs back up and defeats the villain. Not that Irvine's a villain, I don't mean it that way, but you know, it was kind of this we just pure grit. I mean, you know, we kind of buckled down, played much better defense in that second and third quarter, started putting some shots on goal. Jill Yokums is a phenomenal goalie, so any goal you get against her, you treasure it. Like, wow, I'm going to put that, can I get the ball later and put it up on my mantle? Because that was a good thing that I just did. And we carved out just enough goals to win the game. I mean, they were, you know, they're extremely good. So we have our hands extremely full, but we're excited for the challenge.
Thank you so much, Coach, for joining us.
Thank you.